I think it is huge that students feel cared for in your art room. I find myself kind of walking around a lot like a little waitress, checking on all the tables. And checking in to see if the students are happy with their artwork. I will often offer to go get something for them that they might need, or offer some modifications if I see that it might help them. Another example would be like if I'm noticing, oh no, your paper is getting wet because the water cup is overflowing. Do you want to go get some more paper towels and we could put it underneath and, kind of help them get that situated so the paper towels are underneath the water cup so it's not spilling over. Or, wow, you seem like you're struggling with making a square. I have some stencils. Would that be something that makes you feel more comfortable with drawing the windows on the house and get those out for those students? So just kind of checking in to see what I can do to help. It's really important that students feel happy with their artwork or they're not going to put effort into it. So I will often talk to them if they want to start over, but I don't make a big deal about starting over. I think when our teachers do that, when they're like, you are not getting another paper, so you better make this work, I think that creates a level of anxiety and freak out that makes everybody want to start over. I'm very chill about it. We'll try some other things first. Could we cover it up? Could we flip it over? Could we cut the mistake off? We'll kind of go through a couple different possibilities. And maybe even get other people at the table thinking, hey, they don't really like this part here. What could they do? Kind of come up with a solution. If we can't come up with something and all they want to do is start over, then so be it. Really don't make a big deal of it. I don't take it too seriously. Same thing with messes. Not purposeful messes, that's a whole nother thing. But when there's an accident, when someone accidentally spills water on the ground, I'm not yelling about that, okay? That's a 5 or 6 year old having a mistake, learning how to carry the water to the sink without spilling it. It's okay, but as a community, we're all gonna stop what we're doing and help that person to clean up. That's just kind of the culture that I try to create in the classroom, that we're all going to get through this art challenge together and we're going to take care of each other. Now, I do help students, and if I'm helping them, it's typically with my voice. I don't like that learned helplessness where they're always asking you for help. I want them to be independent, so it's more about me kind of talking through the ideas with them. But let's say I'm over here kind of coaching somebody on sewing and I see, oh, that person's going to need my help next. Oh no, somebody back there is starting to cry. That's when I recruit other students. I do this for a lot of my projects. If I notice somebody is really skilled at something, maybe they pulled something out that I didn't even teach in this lesson, and they just have this awesome technique and they're above where the other students are, I'm going to compliment them. I'm going to get them on my side and I'm going to recruit them to help the other students that might need a little bit more support. Wow, you are super at sewing. You've even done some stitches that we haven't talked about together. You clearly practiced this at home before. Do you think you could take just 1 minute and help Matthew? First, just show him how you tie the knot on the needle and then untie it and see if you can get him to do it on his own. Kind of coaching them as to what to do, how to help each other, and pairing students up, not just telling them, oh, find somebody to help you. They, in my class at least, really start to like that role of being someone that is a little bit ahead, that can help other people. So they, more often than not, will offer it to somebody else before I really have to pair people up. To encourage positive behavior, I get excited about the projects that they're doing. I hang up everybody's artwork, not just the best ones. And I really feel like this is effective the most with my 6th grade artists. I save all of their artwork and present it all at the end of the year, display it all at the same time for the promotion ceremony. So those kids have something to work for the whole year. And we continually talk about how we're going to be displaying this again at the end of the year. And it's going to be a celebration of them. So they've got something to work for and that keeps them on track. I will often use student artwork as examples. And if you can do this, it is gold. Maybe you go around and you look through the artwork and you're like, oh, okay, these two were really amazing from last week. You snap a picture of it on your phone, you throw it up there on the smart board, and as you're going through the directions to review what's going to happen today on the project, you point out those 2 super artists. That just makes their day. When you save their artwork and then use it the next year to show students as a finished example, and then you tell the kids, hey, When you see Sadie, you tell her you saw her name project in art today. And then the kids let the kids know that they saw their art. They absolutely love this. As they're making it, giving out tons of compliments, building them up. This is a rough, mean, awful world. They might not have heard anything nice all day. So I really make a point of going around and trying to talk to each student and, finding as much things as I can to compliment on their artwork. One of the ways that I know that I check in with everybody is those name tag labels that I use. One of the reasons I like to use them, and I will often pass them out, even though there are other systems that I sometimes use, I like to do it myself because then I know that I'm going around and seeing each person and putting their name on the artwork. I'm looking at their artwork and I have a quick conversation with that person and move on. Any names that are still on my list, I haven't checked in with those people yet, and those are people that I still need to go and talk with. Something that I don't talk about a lot on my channel is early finishers, because a lot of the ways I see people setting it up in their art room, I worry that my students would just rush and hurry through my projects to get to do that fun early finisher thing. So my early finisher stuff, it doesn't come out all that often. I often have students do an exit ticket, or if we're talking with the little kids, I tell them they have to keep working till they hear that beep beep. Like they're just going to sit and look at it, or they're going to add more things to their painting to get them that muscle of this is how long that we work on the art challenge for. We're not rushing and trying to go fast. That is in PE, where you want to be like a rabbit. In art, you want to be like a turtle. When we do have earlier finishers, I do use that as a reward. I try to be very clear with what parameters are with what students can do, and that they're not bothering other students. So frequently in my art room, some of the early finisher things might move to the carpet so that other people are in areas where they can focus. And we can also give extra help to people that are still at their tables if the students are in a different area that are done. It only comes out a few times within the school year for me, mostly at the younger grades, less often at the upper grades, because I'm doing at the end of every quarter on that ketchup and pickle day. That's a little bit of that early finisher, and that's a reward. They know that's coming. I just try to push it out that they're not each and every week getting to play with Legos at the end of art. If my kindergartners were to do that each and every week, they would definitely rush their projects just to get to that. I do think that the projects that you select and do encourage positive behavior. If you have projects that you're excited about, that you made an awesome example for, and you have past student examples of, and they know that this is going to be something fun from the moment that they first see it, you're going to get some buy-in. You're going to get some positive behavior right then and there. Also, the way that I structure my year is set up to help with behavior. I'm not jumping into clay right from the very beginning. I start really slow because I'm going over routines really slowly, and I'm talking a lot at the beginning of the school year. So at the beginning of the year, we're doing drawing, we're doing maybe tempera cake, something super simple, collage. That's what's kind of coming up in that first quarter. Second and third quarter, the mess comes out. We've gotten into the routines. We know how to clean things up. And I let them know, like as we're making collages and we just have scissors and paper and glue, that I'm watching to see how they clean those things up, to see if they can be trusted with paint and clay. So that second and third quarter, that is all the fun. That is all the mess, at least it's my fun. Painting, printmaking, clay, glazing, we're getting all that done in the second and third quarter. When we get to the fourth quarter, that's when I've got a lot of high value, low mess projects. So this year we got out some of the model magic. We did sewing, weaving. The students absolutely love. That way at the end of the year, when the mess is going down, I'm able to take care of things around my room, like ordering, report cards, all the things like that that come up. But my students are really engaged because they've got some high value projects that I've saved throughout the year. Something to reflect on about the behavior in your art room is, are you giving good directions to encourage that positive behavior? What are good directions? I hope that you'll watch this video next. you.